represent our great religion and ancient civilizations. I stand here as a representative of a land that has been for ages a fountain of knowledge, a beacon of peace, a source of faiths and traditions, home to many religions, and now one of the major economies of the world. I carry the greetings of my Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi ji, and 1.3 billion Indians, including more than 185 million Muslim brothers and sisters. Our Muslim brothers and sisters are a microcosm of the diversity of India. They speak Tamil and Telugu, Malayalam and Marathi, Bangla and Bhojpuri, and any of the numerous languages of India. They have diverse culinary tastes, myriad choices of traditional attire, and they maintain strong cultural and linguistic heritage of the regions they love and they have lived for generations. They practice their respective beliefs and live in harmony with each other and with their non-Muslim brethren. It is this appreciation of diversity and coexistence that has ensured that very few Muslims in India have fallen prey to the poisonous propaganda of radical and extremist ideologies. Your Highness and Excellencies, 2019 is indeed a very special year. In this year, the OIC is celebrating its Golden Jubilee, the United Arab Emirates is celebrating Year of Tolerance, and India is celebrating the 150th birth anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi, a global symbol of truth and non-violence. It is therefore a matter of pride for me and for India to be invited in this special year to be your guest of honor and to be extended a hand of friendship. I convey my deep appreciation to Foreign Minister, His Highness Sheikh Abdullah bin Zayed, for his sagacious leadership and for his invitation. Thank you, Your Highness. Your Highness and Excellencies, in the past 4 years, few relationships have seen as much engagement as India's relationship with the UAE and indeed with the entire Gulf and West Asia region. It is a return of history. UAE has shown how a nation can power its progress with a grand vision, with the openness of the world, with an embrace of technology, with investment in human resources, and with an environment that nurtures talent and cultures from around the world. We also express our special gratitude to Saudi Arabia, Bangladesh, and other friends for their strong support for hearing India's voice in this forum. Your Highness and Excellencies, the OIC member constitute more than 1/4 of the members of the United Nations and nearly a quarter of the humanity. It is an organization that has a key role in shaping our world. It brings together nations on the foundation of a common faith, but also by a shared desire for a better future for their people. From Southeast Asia to the shores of Latin America, from the steppes of Central Asia to the vast expanse of the African continent, from South Asia to the great arc of West Asia and North Africa, the nations represented here also reflect a magnificent diversity of language and literature, customs and culture, history and heritage. Your Highness, Excellencies, India shares much with you. Many of us have experienced the dark days of colonialism. Many of us saw the light of freedom and the bright ray of hope at the same time. We have stood together in solidarity in our quest for justice, dignity, and equality of all people, regardless of race and religion. We have worked together to fashion global institutions into representative platforms, defined not by the interest of a few, but the voice of all sections of humanity. We have together struggled for a world where access to resources, markets, and opportunities is fair and balanced. And with so many nations here, India has forged deep bonds of friendship and close partnership. Friends, as India's economy has grown and become more integrated with the world, these partnerships have become stronger. We have excellent political ties marked by warmth, respect, and goodwill. With many, we have expanding defense and security cooperation. Our economic engagement is robust and growing rapidly. Our digital partnerships are shaping the course of our future, and our ties have the warm glow of deepening human and cultural links. Nations to our east, Brunei, Indonesia, and Malaysia, are important pillars of India's Act East policy and of our broader engagement in the Indo-Pacific region. In our neighborhood, with Afghanistan, Bangladesh, and Maldives, we have ties forged in our shared struggles and sacrifices, in the immeasurable warmth of our hearts, and in our unwavering commitment to the security and prosperity of our people and region. In Central Asia, where human aspirations linked us across the mightiest mountains since ancient times, we are rebuilding our relationship along new routes of possibilities.